what's up? What's up? It's your girl here, Nia Leo. What's up? Let's talk about Nintendo suing emulator sites. Yes, they found out. You know how people are. Everybody is streaming live Nintendo games and stuff like that. I just recently was on somebody, live stream, and he was, streaming live Nintendo, and he basically stated, "Oh, I got this off an emulator site." And when I heard people say that, and I was like, other companies might not care, like PlayStation or Xbox, because they make a lot of money, so they can care less about it, or they probably saw it and was like, we'll do something about it later, but for now we're making money, we got other things to worry about. But Nintendo was like,
my boy, you gotta take that down.
So yeah, they went after who? Let's see who they went after. They went after some people. It's a few of them, but according to PC Games, they were like, Nintendo sues emulator sites taking Love Retro offline. Love Retro went offline. Nintendo of America has filed a lawsuit against two ROM hosting sites that looks likely too close to them down. The targeted sites are Love ROMs and Love Retro, which has already been taken offline. More specifically, the target of the suit is Jacob Mathis and Mathis Design LLC, the alleged owner of both sites. It's clear from its filing that Nintendo is targeting these sites for their scale. The suit says the Love ROMs website alone receives 17 million visitors each month. You hear that? 17 million visitors each month. Such visitors are drawn to the website by the widespread availability of free, unauthorized copies of Nintendo's video games and other highly valuable intellectual property. The resulting popularity of the defendants' Love ROMs and Love Retro websites has allowed defendants to reap ill-gotten gains, including through donations and the sale of advertising on Love ROMs and Love Retro websites. Nintendo is suing for both copyright and trademark Nintendo is suing for both copyright and trademark, as well as unfair competition. It is seeking $150,000 in damage for each of its games hosted on these sites, and $2 million worth of trademarks plus court fees. Chunk of the defendant's profits and ownership of their sites, domain names. Whoa, 27 pages. Feeling if you like reading it. Whoa, they went in on them. They went in on them. Those damages will reach into the billions for ROMs alone, according to this Twitter user who claims to have done the math. That should have been more than enough to ruin the company beyond. Yeah, they're pretty much done. Yeah. So my thing is, what's gonna happen to what's his name? Is it I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna just show it to you. What is gonna happen to the other sites? I know I'm trying to pronounce it, but it's Emu Paradise. That's a big one. That's the one that a lot of people like to go to. Now, I'm wondering, will they take down the Nintendo games? That's my question. I think they might take down. I wonder if they did take down the Nintendo games. That's what I'm wondering. Like, did they take down? Let's see. Let me see. I'll be right back. I see that MU Paradise is still, they still got Nintendo games on there, as I see they still have them. Wait a minute, stop. Don't go anywhere, hold up. I did some more further research. I was trying to see if I can, download retro games from In Paradise. I can't do it. The website is still up, but when you try to go to the games and download, there's a question mark beside them, and I click on it. So, yeah, let me go over and read the letter that was on that question mark. So, when I went on this website, In Paradise, I started looking up a whole lot of different games, and each time I went and look up a game, it says this game is unavailable. Okay, so I said, well, let me kind of like click on it, and apparently, In Paradise is changing. And it says, many of you are aware that the situation with regards to emulation sites has been changing recently. What you probably don't know is that we at In Paradise have been dealing with a similar issue for over 18 years of our existence. From receiving threatened letters in earlier days to our host suddenly shutting down our service due to complaints. Ooh, my goodness gracious. Sorry about that. We've seen it all. We always compel with takedown requests, but as you can see, that is no guarantee of anything. I started In Paradise 18 years ago because I never got to play many of these amazing retro games while growing up in India, and I wanted other people to be able to experience them. Over the years, many folks have joined in and contributed to this vision, and I think I can say that we've been successful in spreading our passion for retro games for our NY. Through the years, I've worked tirelessly with the rest of the Emu Paradise team to ensure that everyone can get their fix of retro gaming. We've received thousands of emails from people telling us how happy they've been to rediscover and even share their childhood with the next generation in their families. We've had emails from soldiers at war saying that the only way that they get through their days was to be lost in retro games that they played from when they were children. We've got emails from brothers who have lost their siblings to cancer and were able to find, oh my goodness, this is like really heartbreaking. Finding, it just seemed like a lot of people are, oh my God, are just getting away from life just to play old school games, my goodness. Playing the games they once did as children. There are countless stories like these. It's been a long and beautiful journey with many ups and downs. When I started in Emu Paradise, things could have gone either way. But right now, the direction they are going, it could not be more than clear. So where does that leave us? It's not worth us for us to risk potentially disastrous consequences. I cannot in good conscience risk the future of our team members who have contributed to the site through the years. We run Emu Paradise for the love of retro games and for you to be able to revisit those games good times. Unfortunately, it's not possible right now to do so in a way that makes everyone happy and keeps us out of trouble. This is an extremely emotional decision for me after running this site for so many years, but I believe it is the right thing for us at this point of time. Thus, we have decided to make a new start. We will continue to be passionate retro gamers and will keep doing cool stuff around retro games, but you won't be able to get your games from here for now. Where we go with this is up to us and up to you. We still have our emulator databases, the community, and everything that comes along with that. We have already made several plans of what is going to happen next. It's going to be a fun new beginning, and there's going to be lots to come. We also love to hear from you in the comments about what you think that we should do. But for now, we need to make this change. We served the community for 18 glorious years, and it's been a hell of a ride. But every end is new beginning, and we're excited to find a way forward to continue being our #1 emulation destination. Thank you for supporting us through this journey. We cannot have done so much without you visiting us, telling your friends about us, uploading screenshots and descriptions, telling us when something was wrong, letting us know when we messed up, and more. Thank you for being a part of our community and encouraged us through all these years. So, this is one of the biggest retro gaming website on the earth. This is like the biggest. No, it's not one, it's the biggest. So if they are getting scared of what happened with Nintendo and all these other little smaller retro gaming websites, well, that means they're gonna stop, or they're just gonna give in to Mario. I mean, just give in to Nintendo, whichever. So that means pretty much the emulators are pretty much gone. Nobody wants to say it, but they're pretty much dying out. So this is really, really sad because when I read that letter, to me, I didn't feel like this was like a business letter. This felt like a nice, family letter that you would write, like, oh, I'm sorry, but unfortunately I can't do this anymore. This is what's been happening. But it really did touch my heart that a lot of people were touched and moved by the retro gaming websites, the Illuminators, how they were able to relive their childhood dream. I mean, I'm gonna put a link in the description. Please go read this letter. And this is why they're no longer, they can't say that, to me, I feel like it's so heartbroken because, playing old school games, it reminds me of the times I had with my mom. She's no longer here. So it reminds me of the games I used to play with her. I played Crash Bash with her. I played like the first original Ratchet and Clank with her. And what else I played? I played a lot of Mario games with her too as well. So in order for me to do that, I, like I stated, I always bought these games. So it doesn't bother me buying it. It's just the idea of just, relaxing, chilling with your computer and just downloading it. That's why everybody did it. It was not the whole thing of, oh, well, I'm stealing this, but in their eyes, they're stealing it. But in our eyes, it's a moment. It's a childhood moment. It's a childhood memory. But I'm gonna tell you why Nintendo is feeling some type of way. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna break it down. I'm gonna tell you why. Nintendo has to go up against PlayStation and Xbox, which they don't have no problem with. They don't need, a certain type of person like Mario to hold them down. That would be the only reason why I buy, Nintendo, is Mario games. And, what's the other one? Zelda. That's pretty much what I like. Every other game I really don't care for. So I'd rather have a PlayStation. So you got to keep that in mind. That's why Nintendo is suing, because this can hurt them. Mario is their money maker. Whereas, as I just said, PlayStation and Xbox, they make their money makers is pretty much all their games. It's not just one particular game. Like how Nintendo, it's Mario games. That's their money maker. So this is why they're suing. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to the other emulators, but apparently it's more. They're going after more of them. So I was like, I better get on that emulator though. But let me be 100% with you. I play these games too, but that does not mean that I'm not gonna buy a Nintendo game. I still do want to buy a Nintendo Wii, or a Switch. I still do have that, as in plans for my channel. So that emulators does not stop me from buying a game console or from buying a game. Okay, so I kind of I agree, but then I disagree with this because it helps the newer generation see the old school games. A lot of them, they don't feel like buying it, but when they play it, they're like, oh, you know what, maybe I will buy this. Some people, like my nephew, didn't even care for Streets of Rage, but when he played it, he was like, you know what, I see myself buying the Sega Genesis collection for, you know, my PlayStation 4. So it changes them, okay? It changes them. It does, to buy it. So I don't know. It's just me. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments about Nintendo suing these emulators. Y'all let me know in the comments, y'all, okay? Alright. Peace.